Hello everyone, and welcome to another War Leader PvP video. Today I'm going to be showcasing multiple 1 vs 1s against burglars. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Alright, first up, we need Astrophagus right here on the TA lawn, and get right into it. Now the onload skirmisher has gone ahead and aggroed Astro, and in the background you can see a Warden who's attacking a troll. Warden's going to be busy with the troll for now, so he's not going to enter into the fight at any point right now. But the main thing that you can see here is that Astro is focusing on the skirmisher. We're putting out a lot of damage on everything, but because he's not putting damage on me, that means I've got a great chance to put a lot of hurt onto the Burg, and the Burg hits is right there. I got multiple crits in a row, really took a huge chunk of health off. And what that basically shows is just that burglars, they've got a lot of tools in their little tool kit and such, a lot of ways to deal with potential threats. But if they're not dealing with you directly, and they don't have crowd control to shut down in any way, then you can really put a lot of damage on them. They don't absorb damage and mitigate the way that they could back in Siege of Mirkwood and Moria. Though they actually live up to the medium armor title nowadays, and they really take a beating when you actually manage to get fire on them. Anyway, right now with this particular Warden, what I'm trying to do is just put fire on him with my shouts for the most part, so that the troll can get him down low enough to actually finish him off. I want to stay out of melee range so he cannot take advantage of me as another target for health leeches, because I'm not going to put out enough damage if he's leeching health from me to be able to do anything. Now unfortunately what I don't know is that there are more freaks right there coming in, and so this group of, let's see, 5, 6? Yeah, 6 right there. Basically they just come in and zerg me, so I made a mistake there. Shouldn't have bothered with the Warden stuff, should have gotten out of dodge if I could, but that happens. You get zerged, sometimes you're zerging other people. It's just part of life in the moors, and you gotta learn to deal with it. Alright, now next up, I run into Astro right over here coming back towards TA, and start off with a bear aggro onto me. Now, my goal right here is put damage on Astro, keep myself mobile, ignore the bear. The burglar is the real threat here. Now, Astro doesn't want to fight me with the bear on me, wants to give me a fair chance of something like that. That's all well and good. I don't expect any quarter or anything at all if we haven't done a jump up and down. So all is fair when there's no attempt at challenging one another to a fight. Go ahead and track him right here. And right now I should be hitting my brand. Take advantage of that brand. That's really what you need to be able to do well against a burglar. I don't hit it. I'm a little overconfident from the last run-in that we had on TA Lawn. Astro basically went all the way back up to full health very, very rapidly there. And so I'm trying to put damage on, but now I'm getting crowd control. It will be very shortly here. I only just now got down the command post, and there we go. Now we get crowd control, and I'm taking a beating. I'm just taking tons and tons of damage. Put down Banner of Terror, get a grip, because I need that big heal. Go ahead and get off the quit whining and fight. Get a crit here, go ahead and hit quitters. That's a good heal from that one. I'm not sure if it critted or not, but that's going to still give me a chance. But really, the crowd control is what's shutting me down right now. Is I'm not able to fight back. I'm not able to keep moving. They get positional damage. They do it just hit so stinking hard when they're actually behind you with that plus 50%, and it's really very difficult to overcome that. The other big problem is that when you're not doing damage to a burglar, that gives them an opportunity to actually heal themselves up, get their heals off cooldown, and use them again. So now I come back multiple times for Astro, and just keep on attacking again and again. And the main reason I keep coming back is because he doesn't regenerate all the way fully before I can get back from the res circle, thanks to the speed of Mobilize. He is able to get in stealth multiple times, but I can just track him again, because by the time I'm dead and get back here, the 1 minute cooldown has already come and gone from my trackers, and so I can easily pull that off and just get eyes on him. I'm trying to do my best to keep him out of melee range, keep using my shouts here. I need to keep him at a distance and get big crits, and that's the main thing I'm relying on, is getting crits, because that does a lot of damage, keeps me healed up, allows me to actually keep on killing. This particular round I have used the brand, and that's the really big thing that's helping me out here, is that you can't crowd control right now, can't slow me. It lets me basically keep on moving, have free reign of my movement, and as you can see, I'm just doing a ton of damage to this burglar. The burglar is getting really close to going down right now. There's a nice big crit right there, get a heal, but now I'm getting crowd control. Burglar's down at 1,000. There was a nice melee crit. I just need a couple more good hits. Got a auto attack crit. Tried to hit my shout there, didn't get it, and their Burglar healed right back up. I've taken a ton of damage. Could have potentially killed him if I'd been able to get off that one last shot, but I didn't. 181 is where it is at, right when I go down. The next round, finally dropped Banner of Terror this time. If I'd had it available last round, probably could have won me the fight, since less damage would have had my chance of getting off one more attack, getting the kill. But it's not going to work out. This particular round I engaged before I even had my stun pot off cooldown, so I just take so much crowd control and can't break it at all that I just go down in spite of Banner of Terror or anything like that. Next round is Gruffy over here on Buffalo Beach, and I run into him to start attacking everything. And Gruffy is using, I believe that is Enrage on me. It could be a silence, but I believe it is the ability Enrage, because I do not know of any Burglar gear or skills or anything that puts a silence on their targets. If there is one, go ahead and inform me. I can be wrong. It's perfectly fine. But I believe that he's using Enrage, possibly traded Enrage, and basically that shuts down everything except for Command Post, my melee skills, and Get a Grip, because Get a Grip is not a vocal-based skill. It just is a heal that you just fire. I don't know, you wave your fist in the air dramatically and it happens. But the big thing here is that I've got everything off cooldown available to go for this particular fight. So just like Astro in the first round, that I fought Astro solo, but without the bear interfering and all that stuff. And it's really paying off quite a bit. Whenever I get hit with that, I think the traded Enrage, make sure to keep distance, not play into his whole plan of being able to do melee damage to me. Try to keep away from him, wait for it to wear off, wait for my potions to come off cooldown, because I can use the purple fear potion or tactical removal to get rid of that effect, allow myself to use my shouts, use my heals, keep myself standing, and he's already ready to go down right now, and so he bows and he runs for it, and he takes off and I don't catch him again. Which is just one of the things that you have to deal with fighting Burglars, is even more so than the other classes that you fight as a war leader, Burglars can always get away. With a war leader in particular, you cannot stop a Burglar from running away when he wants to. You just can't do anything about it. Now, as you can see, very difficult fights, very even in some cases, but still slanted more towards the Burglar's favor. But I'm at Audacity 1. And Audacity makes a huge impact in Burglar fights. First off, most obviously, is the damage reduction. Damage reduction is great against everything. And honestly, creeps need more damage reduction just naturally. Armor is really in pitiful shape right now. But the really big thing for Burglars is that crowd control reduction. Because, as you can see in the Astro fights, the big problem that I ran into was that I was spending for what felt like half the fight not fighting back at all. At least half the damage that was done to me, if not more, during those fights, was done while I was Greybarred and the Burglar was standing behind me, attacking with impunity. The crowd control reduction from Audacity, particularly as you get up higher towards rank 5, rank 6, rank 7, etc., makes it so that the Burglar really loses the ability to capitalize on their crowd control. The crowd control doesn't last long enough for them to spend time getting behind their target, doesn't last long enough for them to get there and chain up a lot of attacks, get their critical skill chain opened up and work their way down it. People already recover from the crowd control before they can get very far into it, and it really just takes a ton of the damage potential out of the Burglar and just causes a ton of problems that way. Astrophagus is actually played by Ratslayer, the minstrel that I fought a few times in a couple of my videos, who has beaten me in each fight that I've had with him. And he came over back on the creep side and we talked about it a little bit, and comparing notes, he said that against war leaders with rank 7 Audacity, basically he cannot scratch them, he can't beat them, because he doesn't do enough damage, he can't keep them shut down, and their healing, because the healing is not modified at all by Audacity, but the amount of damage coming in is just too great for him to be able to overcome. They just keep on self-healing, and the Burglar runs out of power. And even in the fights that you saw, especially when the Banner of Terror goes down, the Burglar runs into power issues really, really fast. If the war leader can stay alive, takes less damage, is able to get off more heals because they aren't dying as fast, just keeps on staying alive, staying in the fight, keeping at it, then that really gives the war leader an advantage because they've got more staying power than the burglar. So the big things for fighting the burglar are get your audacity, make use of that thing, and also use everything you've got when you actually have the chance to. If you can brand up against a burglar and have your cooldowns ready, you should stand a very good chance to be able to win the fight in most cases, or at least force them to flee. And if the burglar flees because you're popping cooldowns and stuff, don't pursue. Anyway, that's all for this time. Good luck up there, especially against the burglars, because you're going to need it, and have fun. Ugmog is out.